with our part 1 on the return to Monkey Island. I saved the game last time when I spoke to Odin and Stanley. And now it's time to
Jail
save
is
these
like
guys.
a bad breakfast. Small, greasy, and hard to swallow.
Alright, let's see what we can do now. We need to find a locksmith. And Stanley wants a toothbrush.
Looks sort of like an eye.
This is the locksmith where we have to go to, I believe.
Hi there, newcomer.
Hi.
Newcomer? Sorry, it was an accident.
Welcome back.
Hello.
So what do we have? We have a parrot.
Handsome looking parrot.
And also vicious. But it was my mother's favorite.
Alright, alright.
At the end
elegant
of the
book.
plank.
My mother's. Please don't touch it.
I see a peninsula trailing off into small islands, but no X marks the spot.
It's southern Florida. I have family there.
What's that lock?
That's for hats.
What's this key?
That's for a lockable quiver.
These are nice.
It's a locksmithing test.
Close it all up, and if you get the key out, you pass?
That's the beginner level, yes. The real challenge is to lock the larger box inside the smaller one.
Did we just steal the key? Without her saying anything?
These are nice.
Thanks.
Are these for customers?
Not technically, but please, help yourself. That charming old guy who mans the lookout keeps bringing them for the parrot.
Thanks. I'll just take a few.
He took all of them, and he said he'll take a few.
That's an impressive machine.
Yep. This wouldn't be much of a lock shop without a key grinder.
What is that? It's definitely not a key. Or a lock.
It's a fishing lure, of course.
Of course. How much for the fishing lure?
It's not for sale. This is a locksmith shop. Perhaps you saw the sign outside?
Is that from a famous locksmith band or something?
My mother's band, the Golden Keys. They were named after some actual golden keys that she spent a bunch of time looking for.
These are the 5 keys, and we have the safe at the Voodoo Lady's shop that requires 5 keys.
I see everyone in that portrait has lovely locks.
If you have to make a pun, at least make a good one.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Locke Smith.
You're kidding, right?
Nope. And before you ask, yes, they did. Yes, it was. And they really, really wanted me to follow in the family business.
It's really clean in here. Do you have a mop I could use?
I simply don't allow filth to accumulate in the first place. Try somewhere a little less sanitary, like the bar by the docks.
Can you really make keys for stuff? That seems like a magic trick.
Modern locks have serial numbers that tell me all I need to know. No tricks necessary. Just information.
It seems wrong that you can make a key from just the serial number.
It's a failsafe, in case people lose their key. You know how people are.
Aren't locks way less secure if all you need is a number to get a new key?
That's why you should never share the serial number with anyone.
What happens if you lose your key and the serial number at the same time?
The numbers are usually engraved on the locks, just in case. And if you lose the lock, chances are you don't need a new key.
Well, what's to stop me reading the serial number on someone else's lock and having a key made?
The numbers are printed small enough that you need a special tool to read them. Only a pro would have a tool like that.
Can I borrow your lock serial number reading tool?
My magnifier? Not a chance. I could be drummed out of the union for that. If you want to play locksmith, you'll have to look elsewhere.
Tell me again about how to have keys made.
You bring me the serial number from the lock. I make the key. It's pretty straightforward.
Who's the old lady in the window?
You mean Whitey Bones. She used to be the Undertaker here years ago. Seems to know a lot of things that maybe don't quite fit together.
How well do you know Whitey Bones?
Not well at all. But she's been living near my shop for quite a few years. She was across from my old location, too.
But she moved when you moved?
I'm sure it's just a coincidence.
I'm on a quest to find the secret of Monkey Island.
Exciting. The story in my family is that the secret is sort of like a key. One that opens all locks at once.
That seems enormously useful.
Maybe. Depends on if you can close them again.
I think I'll browse.
Try not to touch anything. I've got a system, and I don't like it disrupted.
Alright, what if we can give her the
This is the number for the jail
serial
cell
number?
lock.
Can she help us with this?
Can you make me a key from this serial number?
Sure, good choice on the lock. These are really sturdy. It's the same kind they use over at the jail.
Oh, wow. What a coincidence. I had no idea.
Okay, now we have the key, which means we can go and we can rescue Odin from the jail. And we should be able to do that, right?
Hey, Guybrush! Hey, kid!
Hey guys, I've got a key for you.
This is awesome. Now I can open one of the jail cells. Otis, the authorities have reconsidered your case and decided that you should go free.
I'm very grateful to the authorities and will not mention their name should any awkward questions be asked. Good luck, Stan. I hope you get acquitted.
Oh, it's in the bag, friend, but thanks.
Alright, sweet, got the trophy also. What's there inside? An empty
I'll
cell.
stay on this side of the bars, just in case.
And can we lock
I
it
already
again?
copied the serial number.
Darn it! I've been trying to inventory the spiders, but they keep eating each other, and
Alright. We've done everything over here. What if I go on this side? What do we have to do over here? Okay, there's a walkway. And where does this lead to? Governor's mansion and behind the mansion. Let's go behind the mansion first. And oh, it's like the whole island. Let's see the shortcut I have. So from here I can go to Governor's mansion. Then we have High Street, we have Low Street, and we have the docks. We have the ship. We have the lockout. And what is this? We have shipyard. We need to get the brush for Stanley. And what is this? The wood forest. Before going anywhere else, I just want to complete the mansion.
Carla.
Carla. Nice entry.
Guybrush Threepwood.
Hello, Swordmaster.
Prepare to taste my blade, you washed-up hack.
When was the last time you had a bath?
Ha! That was marginally clever.
It's nice to see you again.
You too.
You should never have given up being swordmaster.
Who says I did?
Oh, sorry, I just assumed. Governor seems like a full-time job.
It is. But there's room for overlap if you're creative about it. I heard from your wife. She's coming by to talk about scurvy legislation. I assume you're involved with that somehow?
Elaine can handle it.
I don't doubt that. But it isn't about what she does or doesn't need. If it isn't about the scurvy project, why are you here?
I'm looking for the secret of Monkey Island.
Good for you. I don't have it.
Elaine says Captain Madison is hurting her scurvy project.
Not the legislative part, just the public funding. The town was in a bind a while back, and that so-and-so, Captain Madison, saw an opportunity. She lent us the cash we needed, but now we're up a creek paying the interest. Things like social programs, waste management, and town maintenance are all on the back burner.
I like that woman less every minute.
You and me both.
Well, the mansion hasn't changed much. Elaine's style is still everywhere. Even the books are hers.
They're my books now, as you well know.
I don't really have anything to say. I just like doing this.
Practice is nice, but I'm busy these days. Governor stuff.
Governor stuff. Oh, there are a lot of books over here.
I tried to read that once, but I couldn't finish it.
Borrow the Endless Tale of Voice that would not end.
Can I borrow a book?
You've got a lot of nerve asking that. You never brought back the last book you borrowed. I had to buy another copy. You never even apologized.
I totally forgot.
Of course you did. You think like a cow.
Can I borrow a book?
You never brought back the last. You never even.
I'll pay for it.
I don't need your.
Maybe if he apologized?
I tried to read that once, but I couldn't finish it. Can I borrow a book?
You never.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm hearing the words, but somehow they aren't helping. I need more than that.
More than an apology? Maybe a book that we have at the locksmith's? Let's check it out.
Does not include Secret of Monkey Island. Oh. Can I borrow a book?
You never.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm hearing. I need more.
Note to the reader. No disguised secrets are revealed in this book. It's a cookbook. It has 4 stars, but it looks like they're for difficulty. The blurb says it's a solid if somewhat predictable story about a roguish pirate and a doomed romance with a woman of station. It's thicker than I would have imagined.
My stupid Captain Madison.
Warning, do not try these tricks at home. Can I borrow a book?
You never.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm
So
hearing
now
the
I know
words,
we
but
have to
somehow they
apologize
aren't
to
helping.
Carla
I need more
in
than
order
that.
to get a book. Otherwise, we're not able to gonna get the book from there. So let's also scout out what else do we have.
I've always thought this looked like my old ship, the Sea Monkey. Edgy. Ugh, looks like Carla wasn't too keen on getting her portrait done.
Okay, everything done on the left side. Let's check it out over here before we go upstairs.
It's a lot of work being governor. I like your stuffed, guess it's a dog?
Please, take that and throw it away. It was a gift
Oh.
from the Earl of Thickwater, who is a contemptible pig.
Finally, we can take something from here. Probably will have a good use of it somewhere.
I don't really have any.
Practice is nice, but I'm busy these days. Governor stuff.
Alright, let's go upstairs. What's this? Talk to Carla? No, no. Pick up the trivia card. Alright, let's go up.
I've seen that same painting on a box of frozen instant cereal. Elaine told me that's Lauder Neckbeard, second governor of Melee Island. His overly strict morals and overly lax regulatory policies helped make the island what it is today.
Stay out of my bedroom, Threepwood.
That's her bedroom.
Stay out of my bedroom, Threepwood.
Alright, so I guess we are done at the mansion, but it does sound like we need to apologize to her in order to get a book. Okay, we're done with the mansion now. I think we need to go to the shipyard to get a toothbrush for Stanley. Yeah, I think so. Let's go to the shipyard.
Wow, that's worse than I imagined. I remember when these torches lit up Stan's previously owned vessels like a carnival. The window's all boarded up, and it's very dark in there. Is that an old toothbrush? The window's all boarded up, and it's very dark in there. Is that an old toothbrush? The assets of this establishment have been seized to settle a class action lawsuit. Have a nice day. This used to be such a bright, cheery place.
How am I supposed to go inside the shop or something?
It makes things look bigger. I don't want to wreck my brand new shiny knife.
You don't want to wreck your knife, then what are we supposed to do over here? We have a to-do list, open the trivia book, I need a hit. We've got a key.
This is awesome. Now I can open one of the jail cells.
We already opened it, so...
It's soft and extra fuzzy.
Let's see what else we can do over here.
There was a time when every mooring would be filled with one of Stan's used ships. It's a dried up old sea sponge. Stan used this to clean his ships. It's all rusted out now. It's sad to see the shipyard like this. It always looks bigger on this side of the island. It always looks bigger on this side of the island. There was a time when every mooring would be filled with one of Stan's used ships. Oh, I remember the first time Stan tried to fleece me. It says, Tan's previously owned vessels. So sad. Stan's used to be the best place to buy used ships.
Alright, so we can't open this. We need a tool to open the boards, remove the boards from there. To get the toothbrush for Stanley. I've like scouted every place, so I think I better go to the forest. Okay. What happens if I go further down? What's this? Trivia card.
Warning. The dark forest ahead is deadly and twisty. Maps are highly recommended.
Maps are highly recommended. Alright, so we need a map for the forest.
Oh, I used to love these when I was 6. Museum of Pirate Lore.
Alright, we gotta visit the museum. What's this?
I used to love these when I was 6. Until I got trapped in one for 2 days. I think they're illegal now.
Okay, hey, this used to be Carla's
Once upon a
place.
time, I won a t-shirt right here on the front lawn.
Alright, so now I believe we enter the museum. Probably. Nothing else to do over here. Any trivia cards to pick? No, I don't think so.
Hi there. Welcome to the Melee Island Museum of Pirate Lore. I'm Conrad, the curator and docent here. The museum showcases the largest collection of pirate memorabilia in the Caribbean. Or on Melee Island at the very least. The provenance of each item has been very carefully researched and fact-checked by myself and my team. Feel free to explore. And if you have any questions, just ask.
So I'm going to ask questions at the end, but first I'm going to make sure I just explore everything.
Is this a left hook or a right hook?
That once belonged to the dread pirate Meat Hook. Supposedly he was ambidextrous. Also, he used to live right here, on Melee.
That's a nice coffin.
The one with the ore. Yeah, the coffin had a lot of water damage when I got it from the voodoo lady in town. But I managed to restore it. It was used by a certain well-known captain in a daring escape from a Turkish prison.
The water damage is actually from the swamp on Scab Island.
Unlikely. The prison in question is nowhere near Scab Island.
I'm just trying to help.
Thanks. I've got it under control.
Tell me about this hunk of wood.
That's an original plank from the Golden Hind, autographed by Francis Drake himself.
Tell me again about the ore.
It was used by a certain...
Tell me again about the
It was used...
What was this cinder you've got on the wall?
Oh, that. Yeah, that was an unsent love letter, written by Elaine Marley, while she was governor of the island.
What? Elaine?
The recipient was referred to only as Plunder Bunny.
That's me!
It was a really touching letter. Unfortunately, I put the candle too close to it.
What did it say? Tell me what she said.
Oh, you know, love letter stuff. Honestly, I don't remember a word of it, but it was touching.
Thanks a lot. That is a really big parrot. Wonder how many hands it's eaten. What do you feed it?
Thieves, mostly.
Good to know.
Okay, but we also have some
It's a working
crackers.
parrot. I shouldn't bother it. What's the significance of the peg leg?
That belonged to the infamous Peg Leg Patty. She used to hide a spare cutlass in it, in case of capture. Sadly, that's the reason she's no longer with us.
There's some very tiny writing on it.
So we can use our tool.
It makes things look bigger. Well, the numbers are a little clearer, but still too tiny to read. The display case is locked. What can you tell me about this eye patch?
That's the pride of the collection. It belonged to Captain John Laney, the pirate of 1,000 faces. Supposedly, it had voodoo powers that would disguise him. I tried it on, though, and nothing happened.
So I believe we need a key to open the case, get the eye patch, take it to the voodoo lady, she puts her magic on it, then go and get recruited as the Chuck's ship. Probably that's the story we'll have to make
What's
now.
the story with the wanted poster?
That is the earliest known wanted poster for Captain Kate Capsize. You can tell how notorious she was by the huge number of crimes listed there. Very impressive. I got it from a collector on Fat Island.
Those are my own crimes, actually. I was pretty much public enemy #1 on Fat Island at the time. I stuck Kate's picture on there so she'd get thrown in jail.
That would never work. Nobody's that clueless in real life.
You don't believe me?
It's not a question of belief.
Never mind. It's not important. That map looks familiar.
That's 1/4 of the original map to the treasure of Big Whoop. I got it from the cartographer on Low Street. Apparently, he was somehow involved in the search for Big Whoop.
About all Wally managed to do was get kidnapped by LeChuck's henchmen.
That's not the way he tells it.
You should think about hiring a research assistant.
Oh, I did. Unpaid, of course. Intern.
Why do you have this big gear?
It's from the Melee Clock Tower. Stolen during a pirate raid nearly 75 years ago. It was recently found at an inn on St. Martin, where it was being used to mill corn. I traded some old furniture for it that we had in the back room.
Has anyone thought about putting it back in the clock?
Nah. If the clock started working, it would only confuse people.
What's this melted lump of metal?
It used to be a mug. It was melted by some kind of acid. It was found in the Melee jail many years ago, after an incident where like 20 pirates escaped.
Hey, I did that. I had to keep pouring the grog from mug to mug because it was melting them. I had an armload of mugs and I juggled them all the way from the scum bar to the jail. Also, I could get Otis to join my crew. Not my greatest decision in retrospect.
That's a pretty wild story.
I'm telling you the truth.
I'm sure you are, but it just doesn't quite square with the official record. So it's hard to substantiate.
Substantiate? You've got an eyewitness.
Eyewitnesses are notoriously inaccurate. Human memory is plastic and suggestible.
Not yours, apparently.
No, of course not. I deal in facts.
Eye patch worn by Captain John Laney, the pirate of 1,000 faces. It doesn't fit.
What? Is something wrong?
Well, I was just wiping a smudge off the glass.
Oh, all right. But be careful. Guard parrots are attack trained.
It doesn't fit.
Okay, so to open this, we might need to use the crackers to distract the parrot, I believe.
Actually, I think I'd rather not. It's locked. This key doesn't fit. I'm Guybrush Threepwood.
No kidding? Wow! Are you named after Guybrush Threepwood?
I guess you could say that.
Nice.
I'm going to find the legendary secret of Monkey Island.
Oh, that's excellent! Super retro. If you need a place to display it, I know a convenient museum.
Your museum is quaint.
Thanks. It's been a personal passion of mine. I'm nuts about old-timey pirate stuff.
Old-timey?
Being around it really makes you feel like you're a part of something. Doesn't it?
I am part of something.
Exactly.
Are any of these things valuable?
The security parrot isn't just here to look piratey. John Laney's eye patch is irreplaceable. It's the highlight of the collection. Amazingly, I got it at a yard sale. They didn't know what they had.
I don't suppose you have a mop from a famous pirate swabby on display?
I've been trying to get the cook down at the scum bar to donate his, but he won't part with it.
Do you have maps of the forest here?
No, that's not really what we do. Try the map shop in town?
I see you wear a peg leg, despite having both of your original legs.
Just part of the docent's outfit, for the tourists. Kids always want to try it on.
That's charming and creepy at the same time.
This is a museum for people who think attacking ships and murdering the crew for profit sounds fun.
Touché. I'll have a look around.
Please do.
Alright, so I think we're done over here. We just need to exit the museum, go to the forest. I don't know, without the map, will I be able to go anywhere further or just get lost? And go this way. Go this way. Okay, so all it does is it says go which way. I've got a trivia card.
I'm hopelessly lost without a map. I'm hopelessly lost without a map.
I think even if we'll go to the right place, maybe they'll purposely make us lost just so that we can get the map.
I'm hopelessly lost without...
Yeah, agreed. Got it. So need to get a map to go around.
I'm hopelessly lost without a map.
Alright, so now should we go to the high street? That's where Wally's shop is? No, his shop is not in the high street. It's probably at the low street. So there was the trivia also for this.
Hey, Wally. I'm looking for a map through the forest.
What are you trying to find in the forest?
I don't know. Nothing in particular.
Then having a map won't really be any different than wandering around lost, will it?
Yeah, but, I mean, well, never mind. So the...
Yep.
Hey, Wally. So the lookout...
Yep.
I didn't know you made globes, too.
I don't. This is for reference.
Ooh, those look fancy.
The finest...
I appreciate the... I feel very strongly about that for some reason. Ooh, looks chilly up there. This map shows both sides of the globe.
It's twice...
Wally, can I have one of these maps?
Absolutely. If you pay for it.
Never mind. Do I owe you anything at the moment?
I don't think so.
It's a map on a fan. What'll they think? This must be Trouser Island.
Actually...
Yep, Trouser Island. That looks like a treacherous voyage. I had a map like this once, but I sailed left. It's maps wrapped in maps. I didn't know you... Hey, Wally, what's with the window?
I use...
Well, it's good to have... Hey, Wally.
maps.
Ooh, this one looks nice. How much is it?
Oh, that one? Too much.
We have a trivia for Wally's shop. How many dead pirates are in the abandoned camp on Terror Island? Oh, I don't know that yet. Maybe I just forgot. The Mad Monkey was... which of these ingredients is not needed to get to Monkey Island? Skull, monkey blood, cinnamon, yeast. Alright. Wally is on the low street. Easy, simple. Got these right. Alright.
Never seen one of those before. It looks I like shiny.
Can we, like, grab it or something? Oh, maybe I can use the frog on the on Carla and probably get her to forgive us. Let's see if that works. Let's go to the mansion quickly. Because the frog is for the forgiveness, right? So let's see if we can use the frog on Carla. Where's the frog? There it is.
Here.
You're giving me a frog?
It's a forgiveness frog, for when words aren't enough.
That is complete nonsense. And yet, I am going to forgive you for losing my book. I can't even explain why. I just have this sudden, inexplicable urge to forgive. You'd better not be up to something.
Hey,
Just don't
the voodoo
lose the
work.
frog, okay?
No, I'll keep it with me always.
Okay, we got Carla to forgive us. But which book do we need to buy? Okay, now if we look at our to-do list, how do I get a mop? No. How do I join Litek's crew without being recognized? How do I steal the eye patch? What would you like to know about joining Litek's crew? Locksmith mentioned that she can make a key if given a certain piece of information about a lock. You need to find a way to get the display case lock serial number. I think I got that already. You need to use a special tool to magnify. I have that already. The textile isn't legible with a molecule. You need to find a way to make the molecule more powerful. Join both of them together. Combine the two. You saw. See, I came to know about it before. Combine the two molecules by using one molecule and the another. All right. I figured it out myself, actually. Actually. All right. So need to go to the forest and then from there to the museum. I can go to the museum directly. All right. And now need to join these two pieces together.
If one monocle is good, two is better.
There you go.
This was a good idea. They magnify stuff even better since I stuck them together.
There you go.
Ah, crystal clear. I'll just write that down.
All right, now quickly run to the locksmith back in the high street. Oops, my mistake, went to the low street. There you go. Let's see if we can
Hi
talk
there.
to
Hiya.
Aya. Okay, now the serial number. Let's give it to her.
Can you make me a key from this serial number?
Sure. This will be for a high-end display case. You a collector?
Yeah. Stamps.
Oh wow, that was easy and for free. All right, let's get out of here. Oh, there's a book. This is her
Hi
mother's
there.
book.
Hi there. At the end of the plank.
My mother's. Please don't touch it.
Okay, let's go to the museum. Let's see what happens now that we have the log. We need to feed the parrot first, I believe. So, Uh, take the cracker, give it to the parrot, take the key out, and use it over
It doesn't
here.
fit.
But I just got the key, didn't I? There's another key, sorry. Fast, fast before the cracker's finished. Steal! Yay! Right in time. Meanwhile at the mansion.
What do you expect me to do, Elaine? Issue a proclamation?
Of course not, Carla. We'll need to generate public support. I'm working on that.
People around here don't like any kind of restrictions, even if it's for their own good.
But we can put a requirement on ships traveling to the north. There's already a customs check, so the infrastructure is all in place.
Well, it's a start. Scurvy's a big problem. Let's do all we can.
Agreed.
I've come a long way. Is there anything else on the agenda?
Coffee?
Hey, that lady had 5 keys on her head. And 5 keys are needed at the voodoo shop's safe. Plus, the guys are gone for coffee, so maybe I can go to Carla's bedroom now? Again, she's here.
Stay out of my bedroom, Threepwood.
I wonder if I can read Stan's keyhole serial number now, since I've double magnified my glass.
Hey, kid!
Most of this serial number has been rubbed off. I don't remember this place being so leaky.
Should I just go and wear the eye patch on? But I need to get it voodooed first, right?
Aww. Also, the windows need some work. It seems to be stuck closed. Employees only. I'm no good at jimmying things. This key doesn't fit. This key doesn't fit. This key doesn't fit. Can you fix this?
Ah, the famous eye patch disguise of John Laney. As I suspected, the magic has long since drained away. One moment. Come, spirits of deception and death, drink your rejuvenation and awaken.
Death?
It's nothing to worry about. John Laney, this hapless boy needs your help.
Hey,
Take pity on him and bring him the power to hide from his enemies.
well, you don't have to put it like that. That's it?
Unless you want the extended service warranty.
No, thanks. I'm not a sucker. What do I owe you?
Maybe try it on first, before we discuss payment.
Well, how do I look? Yeah!
Oh, a zombie.
What the heck? I look like a zombie. Is it broken?
John Laney was especially known for impersonating monsters of various types.
You failed to mention that earlier.
It's not a strong part of the sales pitch.
I'll just wear it when I really need to. Ugh.
You're
Awesome.
welcome.
We've got a disguise now.
I'd need a lot of keys to open that. If any clock were the exception to that rule, it would be this one. I'll wait until I'm closer to LeChuck's ship. No need to scare the melee townfolk.
Oh, he's a new guy.
Hi, Cobb. Hard to believe after all these years you're still here.
I was declared a historical landmark.
Yeah, the place does seem different from what I remember.
It's this new, younger generation of pirate leaders. Oh, they're highfalutin dark magic. Look at us. We're so much better than you because we don't drink grog before getting married. These kids today are all about sacking and pillaging. They've got no heart.
I'm gonna find the secret of Monkey Island. Wanna come?
I heard the secret is just some marketing gimmick Stan thought up. That only the gullible and naive would go looking for it.
Tell me about Loom.
Oh, I'm so sick of pirates asking me about Loom. Get lost.
Then why don't you take off the Ask Me About Loom button?
My grog-riddled body has fused with it. I'm more button than man at this point.
Oh, come on.
Beat it!
Say it.
No!
Say it.
Fine. You mean the latest masterpiece of fantasy storytelling from Lucasfilm's Brian Moriarty? Why, it's an extraordinary adventure with an interface of magic. Stunning, high-resolution 3D landscapes, sophisticated score, and musical effects. Not to mention the detailed animation and special effects, elegant point-and-click control of characters, objects, and magic spells. Beat the rush. Go out and buy Loom today.
Yes.
Now get lost.
Nice talking to you.
Yeah.
Okay, sweet. We got a trophy over there.
It's those three clowns at the back table. What was that you were trying to tell me about mops before?
The mop is the formal tool of a cook. Not as clumsy or random as a dish rag. An elegant tool for a more civilized cleaning. You cannot hope to succeed with the mop of another.
I can't?
You must construct your own. A single, perfect instrument that you will keep and use for a lifetime.
Well, let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Once you build it, the mop will become your constant companion, your tool, and a ready means of defense against spills of all kinds.
Build it?
The wood is the heart of the handle. The heart is the handle of the cook. You are one.
Not helpful so far.
You must find a particular tree. A tree uniquely suited to the handles of mops. Carve your handle from a limb of that tree.
Can we find it in the forest?
Questions?
How do I find the mop handle tree?
I can't tell you exactly where it is, because this is your own personal journey.
What kind of wood is the tree?
That is something you must discover for yourself.
What about the head?
Oh, you have to have one, of course, but pretty much anything will do. It's mostly about the handle.
Are you sure? Yours, for example.
No, you've got to make one. Trust me on this.
Okay, I guess what's wrong?
You gave the story the wrong title. It should be called Mop Quest. When do we get to the piratey parts?
Well, even the coolest professions involve more mopping up than you would think. It seemed crazy to me at the time, too. But don't forget, it was all so I could board a ship, take command, and sail to Monkey Island. But first, I had to make a mop.
The kid is right, to be honest. Okay, let's open up our trivia book. What do you need to know about the mob? You like to know about the mob? Maybe there's a shop in town that can help you find things. The map shop. Look for the map store on Low Street. Wally can make you a map. Talk to him in his map store on Low Street opposite the voodoo shop. Alright, let's do that. I was actually going to do that, you know. Didn't need to take the hint. It was so simple now. I think I was missing the part for talking to the guy about the mob.
Hey, Wally. I'm looking for a tree to make a stupid mop from. Have you got a map for that?
So the cook has sent you on one of his spiritual journeys? Been a while since I made one of those mop tree maps. What kind of tree is it again?
I don't know. A wood one?
That's okay. Just bring me a sliver of the wood and I can work it out from there. I'm that good.
Tell me again.
Just bring...
Bye.
Sliver of the wood? Is he crazy? I have to go back to the place. How am I going to get a sliver of a wood? Probably use my knife to cut off some part. Whoa, what is this?
Fancy. Hi.
Are you my waiter? I want the excellent dish I had at the governor's mansion last week. I don't know what it's called, but it was sort of, you know, a hot food.
Yeah, but I'm not...
It had ingredients in it or something.
I'm not your waiter.
I already told your incompetent cook this, but he still hasn't brought me my dinner.
I don't work here. I'm not a waiter.
Hop to it!
Right away, sir.
Maybe if I can get him something bad, he can go and get the cook kicked out of the kitchen or something.
Stay away from my mom.
See, he's not letting me do anything. We need to know about the map. How do I get the wood map sample? Where have you seen a mop before? I in the hint. There's a mop in the kitchen. You can get a sample of that, but how? Use something sharp to carve a sliver of wood. I'm using my knife, but he's not letting me do it. Oh. It doesn't look like the cook will let you carve the mop if he sees you. Try talking to the cook and see what he says.
Oh, you look like the health inspector tasted your stew. Or you did.
Worse, Marlin is here.
Who?
The customer I have nightmares about. He's the only importer of yak fat on the island, so I need to keep him happy, but he makes that impossible. Today he wants me to make him a dish that he ate last week at some kind of event at the governor's mansion. But of course he doesn't remember what it's called or know what's in it or even remember what color it was. He says he thinks it has ingredients in it. I don't have the slightest idea what to make.
Oh, where did he say he had the dish he wants you to make?
At the governor's mansion. It's probably some exotic, weird-tasting thing from a swanky cookbook.
A cookbook. So we can get a cookbook from there. Let's see.
If I brought you a recipe, could you make it?
Of course. I'm a cook. See the hat?
Oh, look behind you! A three-headed monkey!
I do know a great stew recipe for monkey heads, but I can't think about that right now.
Can I ask you?
Sure.
Never mind.
Alright, so we need to get the recipe for the dude. I think I'm going to go to the mansion. There goes the low street, and now to the high. Which shop was this? Once again?
Property foreclosed by order of... It's a lot of work being governor. Well, I've come for a recipe. A dish you served at a recent function. It's been described as hot and having ingredients in it. Ring any bells?
Barbie LaFlay catered that event. I own her cookbook, but I don't know any of the recipes.
Do you know where I can find?
Middle of the Atlantic Ocean? She's halfway back to France by now.
Remind me...
I said I didn't make the food, but I've got the cookbook.
I should let you get...
Yes, you should.
Ingredients by Barley Leaf. That's the book we need, right? Barbie Leaf. Alright, let's borrow the ingredients. Hey, why does it go back? There
Can
you go.
I borrow this cookbook?
Come on, say yes.
You cook like a cow.
That's why I need the cookbook.
Oh, all right. I was upset after you lost the last one, but you seemed genuinely sorry, so I guess I'll give you another chance.
Yes,
Thanks.
Yes,
I won't let
give
you
me the
down.
book.
I'll definitely return this.
Alright, let's quickly go and to the kitchen, get the recipe to the cook. I better save the game over here, and I'm just going to take a short break till we return back. Thank you for staying online.